Permadeath. A mechanic that exists in very few games, but I've always found myself enjoying. 7 Days to Die, for example, I will see just how far I can get without dying a single time. And if I do die, well, it's straight back to the beginning of the game with a brand new character. Project Zomboid! A single scratch in that game could kill you. You have to play so carefully in that game, and if anything goes wrong, you are fighting for your literal life. Minecraft also has a hardcore mode, however the difficulty of that one is questionable. However, I have never tried Terraria hardcore mode. I already suffer enough in no-hitting. This is basically kind of like that. So with that, I fired up Terraria, got a bunch of people in my Discord server to watch me play, call them witnesses I suppose, and follow me through my pain as I have to go through this absolute nightmare that is the hell of hardcore mode. And just for a bit of extra pain, we're throwing in Master Mode. And here we go with attempt number 1. We've got to start somewhere, and for those of you here that are new or just didn't know, I'm a moth. Deal with it. As for the naming of this beautiful creature, we all decided to go with Hardmageddon. And we're just going to put numbers at the end of it for each run, because I'm lazy. Our world is going to be This Is a Mistake, and the seed, I'm going to die. Seems very fitting, don't you agree? With a large Master Crimson world. Oh, I can't wait to start. Here we go. Starting this beautiful world. Well, I guess we best crack on then. We chop down some trees, build a house, and cover myself in vanity. And instantaneously, we're under attack by a horde of goddamn slimes. But they're slimes, as if they're gonna cause a problem. Let me kill you so I can get your balls so I can make torches out of you. Thank you, guide. Much obliged. Could you kill that one as well, please? After dealing with the slimes, we do a little bit of digging underground, get some stone, make some arrows for the bow, because range is going to be very useful for the early game. I then basically proved to the entire goddamn VC that I have no idea what's going on in 1.4.4. Oh, that's right, that's one of those new enemies, isn't it?
New 3 years old at this point.
Okay, new to me, I've actually never seen one. Yes, I know, I get it. 1.4.4 came out over a year ago. I should know this, but I don't. It's pathetic. Whatever, it's nighttime now. Whoop-de-bloody-do, and we've got to get the guide back indoors because a stupid idiot keeps opening the pissin' doors.
My terrorism.
Stop shooting the bloody zombie, you dumbass guide bastard. I am not having you opening doors. Get in so I can lock them.
He'll find a way to kill himself, trust me.
Get in the house.
Will find a way to kill
Get in
himself.
that. Alright, fine. Honestly, I swear he's trying to get me killed. Dumbass. Anyway, the boring part. Digging down, digging into the caves, digging an elevator, either way, it's the most boring part. Stop that.
Oh my god, stop!
It's so good. No! At least when you're alone, anyway, when you've got a VC with people in it who have access to a goddamn soundboard, they certainly know how to keep things entertaining and stressful. Little being down here in the caves made me fear something. Worms. I was listening out for them, just waiting for them to appear. Little did I know, the worms would be the least of my problems. What the? A gnome? What the hell? I almost got KO'd by a gnome!
Well, that's a way to KO.
Fucking gnome.
Canada gets DKO'd by a gnome. What a fucking loser.
Really, what a...
The first run, fatality.
A gnome! Of all things, a gnome! Who would have seen that coming? And then, of course, guess what? Instead of me panicking about worms, I was more cautious about gnomes. And what happened? Bloody worm appeared! No. Oh,
I was wondering why he was panicking so goddamn hard, and I look back and I see why. Worm.
don't you even
had a
think about it. Jump. After nearly being KO'd by a worm, I decided the best idea would be check out the right side of my world because I figured it would be safer than being underground. How wrong I was! I almost died.
We know.
What?
There's a slime there, Kata.
I didn't see it!
Kill that shit!
Oh my god. He died. Did he die to a
I
green?
didn't see it! I guess the saying look both ways before crossing or look before you leap didn't apply to my brain right there. Dying to a green slime. Could anything be more embarrassing? I was doing so well.
You really weren't. You didn't do much.
Shut up.
No.
Yeah, what?
Only because I'm right.
Green slimes are terrifying. To be fair, I was almost dead from a worm.
Should I call you an amateur?
I'm gonna slap you. This is Hardmageddon 2. Oh, sorry, Ardmageddon.
Ardmageddon.
Armageddon.
Whatever. Round 2. I made a character, created a world, chopped down some trees, built a house, and covered myself in vanity. And this time, instead of going straight down into a hole, I thought it would be best to go and check out around my world to see if I could find any chests with some weapons in it to assist me in my run. So I'm not waving around a pissing wooden sword, which definitely turned out to be the best idea because I got a wooden boomerang. Something with some range and dealt a good bit of knockback, actually. So, yeah, this is coming with me for the remaining of the run, or at least until I replace it with something else. Remaining of the run. Imagine that, being Moonlord with a boomerang. That'll take a while, wouldn't it? With a boomerang in hand, I carried on to the desert because I wanted to grab some cactus, since in this case, cactus armors reflecting damage back on the enemy would be amazing, since, yeah, this armor's pretty powerful in Master Mode. They deal a lot of damage and they take a lot of damage back. But of course, my adventures of gently skipping through the sand was ruined by an antlion blocking my way. I decided to turn around and go the other way. Screw off.
Oh dear.
Screw
That's
off.
just a bad situation for waiting to happen.
Last thing I need to deal with is a sand spitter. Let me kill you. Let me kill you. Come here and let me kill you. Thank you.
But why?
Because of a bird. Birds eat moths.
Ah, fair enough, I guess.
I swear I heard like Mickey Mouse when I put my headphones back on.
Beam attack. What?
Oh, it's beam attack.
Mickey Mouse?
Oh boy. Hey there,
It's a big bang attack. What are you talking about?
Welcome to my terrible idea where I decide to
Mickey Mouse?
Terraria, but I die. Yeah.
Terraria, but I died.
I figured now I had a house and a decent weapon that the underground would be a safe place to go, so down I went digging and started to go get some ores, which was probably the biggest mistake I could have made. Whoa, 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 whoa!
What, did you get bodied by a jellyfish?
I perfectly
Yellow
dug
slime.
into a wall that had two slimes ready to gangbang my ass crack.
Yes.
God
Okay. That's a way to go. Slime hentai.
I ended up perfectly digging into the only place that had a massive cave on the other side. Look at this.
Slime
with you?
2, Cata 0.
What is it with you dying to things that drop gel?
I could have gone to this side and been
Over a
fine, but no, I went to
forest
this
fire.
side.
In the bed.
Torches, man! Torches! Use them! Maybe if you could see where you were going, you wouldn't dig into a cave that was full of slimes and die! Muppet! I was genuinely paying more attention and being more cautious this time. Round 1, I think it was just getting a feel for it. Round 2, I started putting a bit more care into it. And still messed up because I'm a prat. Anyways, round 3, maybe this one will go better. I build a character, make a world, chop some trees, build a box, vanity up, whack some slimes, explore, get loot, let's fly a kite, make a box into the house, diggy hole, and we're okay. Since we got lucky and found another wooden boomerang, I managed to turn it into the enchanted boomerang, and the game was even nice enough to give it to me in demonic. Ooh, demonic. That's a nice. That's
a good reform.
Imagine if it just gave me broken. I was in the process of returning to the mines and got distracted by a star. Gonna kill anything? No. And got distracted by another star. Oh, more stars. Where's it gonna hit? Oh.
Nothing.
And immediately got distracted by another star. At least this one was worth it. Oh!
Nice.
Yeah!
Direct fucking hit.
Oh, direct hit in the head with a star. You love to see it. This is going to be an ongoing thing from time to time where we just stand there and wait for stars to fall just because we want to see them hit something. It is I, the great star thing. I have been summoned to assist you. I am going to kill everything in my sight. Death! And of course, I go back down into my mines and am immediately greeted by worms who PTSD'd me back to the surface where I belong, apparently. Ah! No, not again, not again. I'm out. After recomposing myself from worm horror, went back down into the mines. And actually got a lot deeper than we've been so far.
New deepness record, let's go.
I've never been so deep before. It's the first time for everything.
Yeah.
What? And we were also greeted by our first life crystal. Things are looking up. Ooh, is that what I think it is? Yes.
The first heart crystal.
The first. Then I'd get mocked some more. It's a glowy green thing.
Well, look out, Cata, the color green.
Oh. Piss off.
I know you're
Look out,
colorblind
it's
and you can't see green.
You're a bunch of assholes. I'd go and tell my dad on you if I could, but unfortunately I need a Ouija board for that.
What?
And freak out some more. Huff. I just jumped in fear because I saw a rat. And talk some more. Oh, I hear digger. I hear a digger.
Here it comes.
The worm.
That's a lot of damage.
Get him! Oh, whoopee cushion. Hell yeah.
And here we go. Yep.
Oh, look at him bouncing up over there. There he is. Hello! You can't see me because now I'm hiding in the dark. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? You can't do anything. You're useless. Oh, really?
Yeah, but go along.
Oh, got him. Got him.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Oh, shit! Hey, don't you even think about it, Mr. Glitchy Slime.
Wouldn't it be funny if I just glitched through the wall?
After exploring these mines for a while, we finally come across our first underground golden chest. Only for the damn thing to be protected by piranhas, slimes, and the thing is a dead man's chest. What a way to start! Ooh. I found a dead man's chest.
Oh.
That is a dead man's chest.
Well, there's one way to find out. It's something I'm gonna need to have on me at all times. There we go. Now I can see wires.
I can see the explosives underneath it. That's a dead man's chest.
Ah, well, whatever. A chest is a chest. Very slowly and very painfully, I mosey my way around it, digging up all the dynamite, the dart traps, and the bloody boulders. And for my efforts, the game gives me a double jump. Fantastic! At least then I've got a lesser chance of dying to full damage, because if any of you know me well enough, full damage is my biggest killer. Oh, don't do that to me!
Oh no!
God, what are you doing?
Oh God!
Jeez, I almost fell out of my chair.
Oh.
After that, I continue getting a little bit deeper in my hole, only to get greeted by a fairy. Oh, look, hey, listen!
It's a fairy!
Who takes me to, you guessed it, a trapped dead man's chest. Did you see that by chance?
Yes, I did.
You little bitch.
Oh, let me guess, there's explosives and shit?
That's a trapped chest that she's guiding me to.
That's a dead man's chest.
She's like, hey, come look at this. It's a really nice chest.
Come look at this. It's totally not gonna kill you.
I see three dynamite.
Yeah. God damn.
Jesus.
And we got 2 dark.
Oh my Jesus.
Whoa, that's a big slime.
Mama.
Mommy.
Mama slime.
2 boulders.
I think there's a third actually. Yep, there's a third. There is definitely a third.
You really want me dead? This one wasn't as good as the last one, but you know, a chest is a chest. And the more recall potions I can get in the early game, the better. Whoa, you cheeky little bastard! Speaking of recall potions, I had to waste one to get away from this lot. They would not let me get anywhere near that heart crystal. After taking a swig from a Splunker potion and falling back down my mine shaft, there was a heart crystal hiding in the darkness. Right there. Just waiting for me to find it. Oh, hello.
There's a heart crystal though.
Hey, that's better. I'll take a heart crystal.
Going down on the
Way.
Oh, but that's a spider biome.
That's a spider.
Is it worth it?
I was hoping I'd maybe see some chests on the way down, but nope, apparently not. Thanks, game. No. Oh. Thank you, rope.
I think I heard the butthole pucker.
That was some serious puckering that was going on there.
Yeah.
Temporarily, my asshole became a cigar cutter. Whatever, I got back to the heart crystal, yoinked it from the enemies. Oh, here he comes! Hello, welcome to the party! Got the hell out of there. Oh, just in the nick of time.
Dios mío, that was close.
I don't quite know what the plan was here. I could have just gone to the underpart of this mushroom biome and found the stuff I was looking for. Instead, I decided to go all the way over here, dig around the outside, and then get to it. I mean, I guess it wasn't all bad. I did find 2 heart crystals while I was down here, so I guess that's something. Yep. No, you can't have that. It's my heart crystal. I have been storing that for many a millennia. I'll get the word out eventually. I'm a slime. It's very hard to speak, you know.
You'll have to kill me before.
And during my little excavation, another fairy came by. Oh, what do you want? This one taking me to a little house with a golden chest in it. And it had the Hermes boots. Oh, Hermes! I can move.
He
I'm gonna
can
stop
see.
being a mixed
He
class.
can fight.
I can see. I can fight.
I can fight!
From going down here in the underground, it's now up here to the surface. Since nighttime is approaching, I need to cut some trees down, and during the night I'm gonna make this house a little bit bigger so we can start getting some NPCs to spawn. And of course, while doing so, the guy does what he does best. Leave the sodding doors open. Look what you did! I can't believe you've done this! Or I left that door open. I don't remember. Either way, he could have closed it behind himself. As morning dawns, I leave the house and pleasantly walk through the plains, trudge through the harshness that is the desert, go back to the calmness of the plains, only to enter the blood-stained crimson, from the blood-stained crimson into the plains, and then from the plains to the jungle. Since during my time down in the mine shafts, I found enough weaponry and accessories to comfortably get myself into the jungle. Whoop, there, up. I'd like an ice cream at least this high. There's several things I need here. Stingers, vines, spores, and feral claws. But even though I need to be here, it doesn't mean I exactly want to be here. Like, do I really want to be here?
With the beats?
With the beats? And the sleeves? Whoa! Beat! Nice try! No, piranha!
I don't know which.
No. Oh, no. Many different ways of saying no. I didn't even make it to a mine shaft, because I pansied out. Recalling home in fear is something that does slow down as time gets by, but since it's so early, I'm not used to this. I'm just panic recalling every single time something bad happens. I don't want to die. So instead, I sulk my way back down to my mine shaft to blow up my hole a little bit more, and find a heart crystal hiding in it, plus a golden chest just to the right of it, holding an extractinator.
Hey, the platypus!
After returning to my hole to demolish it a little bit more, I locate some gravitation potions, to which, of course, I go straight back up to the surface so I can start finding Sky Islands. Because I really want to get my hands on a horseshoe. Plus, you've also got your Star Fury, your Red Balloon, your Fledgling Wings. You know, there's a lot of stuff up on these Sky Islands that's really useful. But we're not going to get them. I'm just going to have to make do with this horseshoe, but to be fair, that's what I wanted, so I'm happy.
Oh, it's an actual island.
Really? Slime all the way up here.
Call it now, it's gonna be a balloon.
Horseshoe. That's actually good.
That's really good.
Because now my biggest fear is gone. After flying around a little bit more, nothing else. Just nothing. No more. No more Sky Islands. That was it. As I start plummeting to the ground, I panic, put on a Featherfall potion, only to be reminded that I had a horseshoe. I panicked over full damage when I wasn't even gonna die to full damage. It's like, oh shit.
Oh, that was close.
That was very close.
But wait, you had the horseshoe though.
Oh, damn it. I panicked over nothing. I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. And since I am all the way on this side, I might as well explore it a little bit. Found the dungeon. Maybe I should go in there early.
I wouldn't.
Found a couple of giant trees, but their loot isn't exactly much to write home about. And then got a revenge attack from the gnomes. Only this time I was ready for it. Oh, there. Speak of the fucking devil.
Oh, speaking of the devil.
Come on. Hey. He even tried to turn around at the last minute.
Curse is my only wheat.
Finishing off the exploration, I took a dip in the ocean and tried and find some water walking boots. But of course was greeted with absolutely sod all. But whatever, I guess I'm gonna have to make do with this spear. Ooh! Good news is, with the increase to the house's size, I now have the guide, merchant, nurse, dye trader, and the furry. I wouldn't mind using this whip on you if you know what I'm saying.
God.
Kata.
Huh? I didn't say anything.
No, nothing was said.
And of course, all that good news went immediately tits up when Ganondorf summoned a blood moon. Right there. There we go. Whoa.
Hola. Me has atrapado. En medio, suavemente. Te traigo mi suave. Regresé de entre los muertos con música de YouTube que cumple con los de...
So, since I ain't going outside and I ain't going down in that mine, the next best thing, we're gonna be standing here watching for falling stars. Nope, star incoming. Ah. Oh, he almost took the bunny! Oh, another one.
Close.
Come on. Yes! Yes!
Double kill!
Double! I made a bow for some range, fire arrows to burn the bastards, and I know I've been wearing it for a while, but cactus armor, because if any of them touch me, they're gonna die in retaliation. I grabbed all the courage and bravery I could, and went back to the jungle, because I've got things I need to get and I'm not about to leave without them. I arrived at the jungle in style, jumped down the nearest hole I could find, and started tearing everything to pieces, be it blocks, chests, or enemies. Since a lot of nonsense happened down here, I don't want to bore you with the I found a chest, it had this in it, I found a heart crystal, I killed an enemy, I killed another enemy. No, we're just gonna speedrun this segment to get it out of the bloody way. I found spiked shoes, found feral claws, found a band of regeneration, killed off the local hornet population, decapitated man-eaters for their vines, yeeted some nades, yeeted some blades, got shot in the face by a bunch of stingers. Whoa!
Well, then still good though.
Damage.
Got revenge on those that did.
Created is enough.
That should have done it. It's still alive!
What the frick?
Spike Slime's still alive.
There we go.
Now it's dead.
Acted like a prat for entertainment purposes. Go away, bee.
Beat. Get so many beats. So many beats.
I hate bees. I beat.
I have come to avenge my brethren.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
He's free! He's free!
He's free! He's free!
Master,
He's freedom!
I am free. I am going to kill you.
Master has given Dobby a suck!
And ran home with my antenna between my legs and then got hit by another bloody blood moon! I had a blood moon while I was in this bloody place, I had a blood moon the day before, and I had a blood moon the second I got home. That's 3 blood moons in a row! What is with you, game?
Hola.
What did I do to deserve this? Did I hurt you in some way? Or are you just destined to try and kill me? And then when the blood moon over, I went back to the jungle again because I forgot something. Spores! I got everything else, and no spores. And of course, in typical traditional British fashion, I went back down to the jungle and did nothing but complain about the lack of spores. There were no spores there, there were no spores there, there were no spores up here, there were no spores down there. There were just no spores anywhere. And then, boom! Spores everywhere. I hate pollen season. Some say that if you complain for long enough, it'll eventually happen. I think they're right. Whatever, it's all wasted breath now. During that little exploration to go and find my spores, I came across a hive, which is good. I'm going to take note of this and we'll be back for this thing later. And just slightly away from the hive, I find a heart crystal guarded by a bunch of man-eaters and a hornet that's clearly been taking lessons from Lord Sodding Beerus. Every single one of those arrows missed. It just weaved. It's a better no-hitter than I am. In a minute, it's going to pull out its own version of the nuclear option.
Yep. Want to know the best weapon to use against Cataclysmic Armageddon?
With a bit of luck, I find a skeleton merchant who's selling an aglet, and then find a tree that's got an anklet. Oh, it's a tree. Maybe I'll be lucky and get a thingy thing, the green thing, the accessory for feet.
The barbet?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, the anklet will win.
Still, I got basically everything I need now, so after getting jumped by a flock of hornets, I'm out of there. After returning back home, I waste no time making the Blade of Grass, which gives it to me in frickin' Legendary, which is the best goddamn modifier it could have given me. Oh, it's a Legendary!
Oh, wow. Nice!
Look at that!
By the way,
They go through walls?
Yeah.
Oh my god, best weapon in the game. God, this thing is powerful. For a weapon you can make right at the start of the game, this thing is incredible. Oh, yes! Ooh. Oh, that's much more like it. Oh, I'm feeling confident now. Hello, slime. Goodbye, slime. Jesus Christ, this is so good! I just noticed that the rain is going through the walls.
It actually is. What the fuck? There's a leak.
After crafting a platinum crown and grabbing some gel, since daytime has arisen, it's off to the crimson. After arriving, I make a mad dash for the nearest altar I can find, craft a slimy crown, skedaddle back home, chop down a forest, convert it all into platforms, and build myself my first arena. And the first thing on this arena is going to be King Slime. Who'd have thought that one? Surprisingly, this thing did not give me any trouble whatsoever. I mean, I wasn't exactly expecting trouble, but one mistake and you're trampled, so I guess there's some risk, but it's King Slime. It went about as well as you expected it was going to. If I died to King Slime of all things, I probably shouldn't bother trying to do a hardcore run. And no, the green slime at the start does not count. And there we go. With the defeat of King Slime, we've got our first relic, And I got the thing I was after the most. The slime mount. Or burger, in this case. Yay! I got the burger.
Oh, okay.
I got exactly what I wanted. I like burgers, alright, but still this isn't enough. I still need to kill off more King Slime since I need the remainder of the ninja armor. The extra defense and critical strike chance is a bit more useful than dealing damage to things that touch you, because I don't want to be touched in the first place. So I craft another platinum crown, grab some slime, and don't go to the crimson. Instead I get distracted and continue to make my hole even bigger. At least I found some heart crystals down there. And of course the Muppets in the VC were entertaining everyone with their damn soundboards. Hey, what?
Who let the dry bones in? Oh god, there's more of them!
Oh no.
I'm going to saw through your dick! I'm gonna turn you into Calamity! Big mugger pig. Grand down! Deja vu! I just been in this place before. Higher on the stage, I know it's my time to go.
Is this what the VC has just turned into now?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, it's comedy.
Best kind of comedy.
I just wasn't expecting the VC to just completely fall apart.
Hang on.
We just hear a bunch of sounds.
Freddy Fazbear.
What the hell? Oh gosh.
Also, I'd like to clarify, if you think I'm being nasty to those in the VC by calling them names, have no fear, I am British. We have a habit of insulting people that we actually really like. It's weird, but it's just a thing. To be British and not insult your friends is genuinely considered more insulting. I don't get it, but whatever. Anyway, back to making my hole deeper. And in the process, we find a Tim, which is completely bloody useless to my melee run. Where were you when I needed you in Infernum, you twat? And then find another mushroom biome with not 1, not 2, 3 or 4, but 5 heart crystals. There's 5 heart crystals down here.
I've seen
Is it
six.
Quick intermission. Hi, hello. Am I boring you by chance? If I am, I apologize. There is so much in here, I don't know what to put and what not to put. There's so much stuff, I don't know what to do. Hopefully all this nonsense has been enjoyable. Anyway, back to the video. Back to the surface I go for the upteenth time with a plan. The plan is to prepare for the Goblin Army. I do not want to face the Goblin Army head on, in Master Mode especially. So I'm going to build a little volcano and a little tiny hole to hide in. It may be the cheesy way of doing it, but I'm not brave in the Goblin Army. I'm not that brave. After filling a bucket that can somehow withstand the temperatures of molten bloody lava, we're done. After that, I go back down into the mine shaft so I can make the hole bigger and then immediately grab some gravitation potions, get distracted and end up back in the bloody sky again. I swear, watching all this through, I had no idea just how bad my attention is. I'm going from one thing to the next, back to what I was doing, back to something else. It's insane. After a bit of the old up down action, first Sky Island, red balloon, second Sky Island, horseshoe, whoop-de-doo, third Sky Island, there isn't one, went to the beach, swam in the water, found a chest, did it have water walking boots? No, it bloody didn't. Had a reed, completely sodding useless, went back home, went back to the volcano to make a safe room, watched a squirrel die. The morning rose and so did I. Off to the crimson I skipped with a dynamite in one hand and a crown in the other. Made another slimy crown, then did some demolition work on this heart crystal as well as this thing's face. Go on, touch the dynamite. Oh! Beat King Slime for a second time, got the last piece of my ninja gear, and now I'm an elderly mutant ninja moth. And then to end the day, I went to sleep. And then morning came, and since everything's all over the place already, I went to the Crimson, because I wanted to fight Brain of Confusion. Brain of Confusion! I went to go fight the Brain of Cthulhu. Why? Why, you say? I don't know why. I really should have gone for the Eye of Cthulhu, but my brain decided to go, nah, let's go fight the Brain instead. So, sod you Eye, Brain! After a quick platform building, summoned in the Brain. Did it stand a chance? No, it didn't! Of course not, it's Brain of Cthulhu! This sword completely defends you against everything, front and sometimes back. It's just so good. And Oh, the teleporty phase of Brain of Cthulhu. Whatever shall we do? Oh, that's right. Hold completely still because it can't access me. Amazing! You know the one thing in this fight that was a pain in the neck? The spiders! And they weren't even part of the boss! After lobotomizing the Brain of Confusion...
That's so gross. Don't die.
Oh.
The bag bestowed upon me a Brain of Cthulhu. Wait, plus a handful of tissues and a bunch of ores, which we immediately smelt and start crafting the next tier of gear. And by gear, I mean a pickaxe. That's the only thing here I'm interested in. Not really much.
Really no point.
Oh, that's a dull. Oh, a dull one.
How did you not notice that? I noticed that since you already caught that. Oh my god. Wow, I can't believe I got done my cat like that, bro.
During my crafting, a meteor fell out the sky, which I got excited about until I remembered there is absolutely nothing of any use to me in that bloody meteor, apart from a bit of money. With my next tier of pickaxe in hand, I go flying back down my mine shaft, forgot something, went all the way back up again, and then went flying back down again. Blasted the last bit of remaining rubble out of my hole, and here we are. I was a little intimidated being down here, mostly because of the fire bits, but mostly because of those voodoo demons, because if one of them drops a dole into the lava, I can't recall from the rule of flesh. Since I'm in hell, there's a few things I want to do. 1, don't die, that's the obvious one. 2, find a fire blossom so I can make an obsidian potion. 3, break pots to find an obsidian potion. 4, grab a hell forge, that's going to be needed. 5, get some hellstone if I can, although eventually I decided to just go for the potion route, mostly because Astrum wouldn't stop chewing my ear off about it.
Do you have the obsidian potion?
No, but I'm going to do it the other way.
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what he's not doing? Drinking the obsidian potion.
I don't have an obsidian
Listen,
potion.
you know, there's other ways to
Well,
go
you just
about
got
it.
fire blossom.
He's just...
My name's Astrum, I like to bitch at everything. Look, I was trying to go and get myself some hellstone, so if I end up finding myself some blossoms, I can use it. But at the minute, I didn't have any blossoms, so I thought I'm gonna go down and get some stone, and if I pass a blossom, I'm gonna pick it up and then go make a fucking potion with it. But Mr. Bitchy Astrum Face, that's not good enough. Boy, I am working on it. I am... Do you see that I now have a
Well, now you
blossom,
can make a
which should mean I can make the bloody potion, which means I can go swimming in lava like a little lava fish. Is that going to make you happy? Or would you like to bitch at something else I'm doing wrong? Fuck you. Anyway, now I've got the obsidian potion, I can swim in lava like that little lava fish. I spend the duration of the potion grabbing as much hellstone as possible while avoiding as many enemies as possible so the clock isn't run down. I then explore my hole where there's some water and lava next to each other, flow the water onto the lava, turn it into obsidian, dig up the obsidian, turn it into hell bars, make molten armor, make a molten pickaxe, and make the volcano, which is a really bloody good weapon that I was not expecting to be as powerful as it was. Holy crap, it blows the living crap out of these slimes. Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's a perfect time to have a volcano that basically one-shots these things because it's a slime rain. So, kill all the slimes, kill King Slime, move on. And since it's nighttime, I go back to my bed so I can enjoy some sleepy time. While sleeping, I also consider the fact that Eye of Cthulhu still has not turned up, and I have met the criteria for long enough, and yet, still nothing. Probably hiding in a corner somewhere, too terrified to come anywhere near me. Hello there. What was that? Next day, nothing happens. All I want to do is sleep because I want to get the Goblin Army and I want to get the Eye of Cthulhu. But of course, Merchant turns up. Got to check what he has.
Is he going to get Zappinator?
I don't wait.
It is. It's right there.
Oh my god! Wait!
You called it.
You willed it into existence.
And after awaking Astrum's psychic powers, back to bed. And you know how I said the previous night Eye of Cthulhu must have been hiding? I guess he heard me because guess who showed up? Oh, of course.
And there he is. I think the Eye of Cthulhu just finally went and just like, okay, let's just get this over with.
Also, yes, you're right. I could have made a summon for the Eye of Cthulhu, but I really wanted to access the Goblin Army before that. But whatever. Anyway, it's time to beat the living daylights out of a floating eyeball. This thing really didn't give me much trouble at all. I mean, it took a chomp out of me when I changed directions, but that was far and few. It really didn't stand a chance. Plus, with its whole dashy thing, it basically kills itself by constantly running into my blade. And with Eye of Cthulhu dead, finally I can get my hands on the Shield of Cthulhu! This thing's most likely going to be staying with me for the entire goddamn game. I really can't see anything going wrong with that idea. And with that out of the way, I spend the rest of the night chopping down trees so I can expand this base a little bit more to give some more room to the NPCs. And with the swift arrival of the Dryad, planter boxes, because potions are very bloody important for something like this. Also, still no goblin army. Nothing. Not even a hint of a goblin. I then spend the next 3 days sleeping awaiting a goblin army. Instead I get given rain. So I decide, you know what, I really would like Lucy the Axe. So off I went to the tundra to go fight Deerclops. Which didn't end very well, so I ended up going back home. I'm getting stuck on everything. No. I'm not ready for that. Then I decided to go back and try again. Only to recall back home in fear. Then I go back a third time. Only to end up getting my ass kicked and recalling home in fear. I don't know why I bothered, and then decided, stuff it, go to sleep. This thing can wait till another day. As the morning dawns with a further lack of goblins, I figure the best idea I can do is just go and farm some goblin scouts to get the cloth to summon one myself, because clearly the game isn't going to give me one. Since I'm heading in that direction anyway, I pass the tundra again, go underground and try and find myself some ice skates. Since I'm going to be fighting the goblin army eventually, I might as well get prepared for the goblin tinker. And the first chest I open, boom, ice skates. So that saves me hanging around down here. Dungeon's the next stop, and I risk my life to go grab some water candles to increase the spawn rate of those scouts. Was it a stupid idea? Yes. Was it terrifying? Yes. But you know, why not? I had recall potions, I was fine. After finding a nice little place to set my candle down, I awaited for scouts to come my way. Given how quickly I was able to acquire cloth to make the goblin army summoner, I really should have done this earlier instead of wasting my life sleeping, but well, whatever. Off I rushed home to craft the summon and wasted no time declaring war on all goblins. And given how quickly they turned up, I get the feeling they didn't take too kindly to that.
The Great War between moth and goblin kind. It was a war for the ages and lasted a whole 3 minutes 47 seconds. It was a very short war.
Anyways, with the Great War over, I grabbed one of my hunter's potions, went straight down into the mines to try and locate the goblin. Very luckily though, he didn't take that long to find, although these mushroom biomes are absolutely fantastic for finding him. However, what wasn't lucky is the fact that I did not have the funds to buy the Tinker's Table. Hell, I could barely afford anything. I don't know why I've got such a lack of money. So after selling off a few family heirlooms, I acquired enough gold to get the Tinker's Table. And finally having this majestic crafting station, I've got the Frostbark boots, Cloud in a balloon, Obsidian horseshoe. And you know, since everything's already all over the place and confusing, how about a little quiz? Do I build a mob farm underground? Explore my world? Go and locate the Shimmer? Go fishing? Nope, you're wrong. I didn't do any of those things. I went down to hell to get some hellstone so I can make the flame rang ready for Queen Bee. Speaking of Queen Bee, it's time for that buzzy bees, buzzy bees. I'm an essential part of the ecosystem, yet receive no credit. I'm looking for pollen, I'm pulling the part of the petals I can just to get it. I'm a hyperactive little tyke, just like an apple twist in a pack of skittles that'll leave you twitching like a natural disrespectful Dr. Lecter that's collecting lots of nectar that will bring... Oh, I can't keep up with you, man! With enough practice, one day I can keep up with Danbull. Anyway, but of course, on the way there, I get distracted by the meteorite. A very pathetically tiny meteorite. But whatever, I need some gold, so time to dig this lot up. Converting it all into bars, and what do I get in exchange for all these bars? 16 gold for all this lot. Does having this many NPCs in a close environment really drive down the prices that badly? After that disappointment, off to the jungle, because I've got a Queen Bee to fight. This arena's not going to build itself, so, yeah, buildy time. Just speed through this. Nothing exciting exactly happened. Well, apart from the fact I almost broke the thing early, but, you know, only mildly heart attack inducing. I was a little bit scared fighting 22 because, you know, poison, bees, lots of bees. But, you know, Volcano makes short work of them. Actually hitting Queen Bee was the problem. Or because I was getting too far away and trusting in that boomerang. I could have gotten right up close to her and just true melee'd the heck out of her, but I was playing it way too safe. But, you know, that's expected doing this for the first time. Anyway, she's dead,
Yay!
so...
Nice.
Yay, I just took down the monarchy. Oh dear. Wait, you were expecting bee puns? Oh, don't worry, they were there. That was not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. I'm surprised. I thought it would be far worse.
Can hardly believe it.
I can't believe it. I've done it. I should wake my wife up. Honey, come here. We're very easily entertained if you couldn't know this. After buzzing off back home, I swarmed over this treasure bag, which bestowed upon me a beekeeper, which is perfect for Mr. Melee over here. And with the beeswax, I made the high five, but didn't get a good modifier, so made another one, and actually got superior, so that's superior, I suppose. And after plopping down my 4th statue, the witch doctor turned up. And when the witch doctor turns up, you've always got to ask him to tell you the magic words. Ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Alright! Ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee, ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. After having a little sing-song, I grabbed the imbuing station, and the plan to go to Skeletron is formed. And with this high five that I got, it should make short work of Skeletron, at least once his arms are gone. Since I'm already partway through the day, I dash over to the dungeon so I can go prepare an arena for Skeletron. While I'm at it, I build a little house just to keep my save point here. Save point, spawn point, same thing. The best thing about this world generation is that the dungeon and the dunes are perfectly level, so that saves me some building work. I also had to keep the old man in his place since the bugger kept hiding inside the dungeon. The last thing I need is to get beaten black and blue trying to get out of that place when I spawn him. But now it is time for the Skelly of Tron. The beekeeper was fantastic in taking out those arms, and with the additional bees doing additional damage, it made everything a little bit easier. And even though I'm doing true melee, I somehow managed to avoid being hit, which I'm kind of surprised by actually. I was expecting to be beaten apart, but no. Although that lack of being hit didn't last long, but you know, I'm still happy with it. But then disaster struck! The thing I had made to keep the old man where he belongs instead was now keeping me trapped. And as the arms came flying towards me, luck shone upon me by destroying both of the hands after a single strike. That was lucky. After freeing myself, the high five now takes over, and blimey does this thing do well. And just a few more whacks of a high five. Skeletron was sent back to the bone zone where he belongs. And with that again, that means the dungeon has been opened up to us, which means more stuff, more progression, and more chance to be killed. Apparently, at least. It seems I forgot about that last part and just spent the time being an absolute prat down here instead. Look at this one. Look at the lights doing that. It looks like he's a warning sign. Warning! 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 The moth has entered the dungeon! Everyone flee!
Everybody run!
Everyone run for your lives! Run for the hills! The moth is here!
Fly, you fools!
I was meant to be going for chests, and instead I'm watching lights spin around in circles. Still, once I got my act together, I located 5 golden chests, all next to each other in a nice little clump. So I stuck around here and farmed for keys for a while. One by one as I collected keys, I let the chat decide which chest I'd open.
The second one.
Yeah, second one.
Yay, a magic missile.
Oh.
Meant pissing everywhere. But then again, a shadow key.
4.
4 it is. Hey, good choice.
Yeah. 3.
Bingo, shield. I also may have accidentally have wasted a key freeing the slime mare from this chest. I'm not about to waste a golden key on you, I'm afraid. You don't even have one. I had a golden key. I had a golden key, and I ended up freeing the blood. Never mind, okay, man. So, does that mean this place is done with? No, it's dungeon. Haven't you been listening to me? After returning home, I waste no time placing this relic so I can run like a bat out of hell to the nearest altar I can get my little hands on. Because with these swords combined, I can finally get my hands on the Night Edge, which when it comes to hordes of enemies and protecting yourself left, right, up and down, is a fantastic weapon. The NPCs threw a party to celebrate, and at the same time, the goblins decided to declare war on me. Oh, blood! The goblin army's approaching from the west!
Let's throw a party.
Are you kidding me? I waited for about 10 days for those assholes to show up, and they didn't. Now I don't want them. Here they are! After teaching them a valuable lesson about why you don't declare war on the British, I excitedly plummet down my hole since it's time to grab the next weapon that's going to follow me into early hard mode. The Dark Lance, a beautiful true melee weapon that not only inflicts shadow flame, but also can keep enemies out of your no-no zone, and does a surprisingly good amount of damage, not to mention being able to pierce multiple enemies. Dare I say it's slightly better than the Night Edge. I get the feeling I've just upset the majority of melee users saying that. So pretending I said nothing, I went and found every single shadow chest I could on the left side of the world until I ended up reaching the lava fields, since I've got a lot of work to do to prepare for the Wall of Flesh, and I had to know just how much damage I had to cause to make an arena for the thing. Look! It's one of my subscribers. If you'd like to become a cultist today, hit that subscribe button. After writing down a bunch of non-existent notes, I went back up to the surface only to be greeted by a blood moon waiting for me. Yippee! As far as blood moons go, this one was a perfect one. We had a little sing-song around the campfire. It's okay, you're welcome. Kid, honestly, I can go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. The time, the grass, the ground. Oh, that was now just messing around. I killed a Neil, I buried his guts. Sprouted a tree, now you got coconuts. Once a lesson, one is a takeaway, don't miss a battle when he's on a breakaway. And the tapestry here on my skin is the map of the victories I win. Look where I've been, I make everything happen. Look at that mini Mario tippity tapping. I was even lucky enough to get the money trough and the shark tooth necklace. The tavern keep even made an appearance. I mean, he got beaten senseless by zombies, but, you know, he was around for a minute. Oh, look at this, look at the shit out of it.
Hey, the zombies are just clearly just going, keep kicking him! Keep kicking him! No, stop, he's already dead.
And with the end of that very successful night, guess what came to ruin it? What the Goblin army is coming again!
Where were you when I needed you at the start of the game, you knobbly bastards?
After that unwanted invasion, I did a little bit of modifying to my accessories and even risked one time on the Frostbark boots, which actually went very well. Oof, oof, oof.
And that was also why I was asking if you even wanted to bother.
Oh, look, immediately with a violent.
Violent, though! Something really stupid, I'm sure.
Most likely. I'm gonna buy all your torches.
Oh, you have torches? I'll take your entire stock. Yeah.
I then wanted to make a Splunker potion. I don't remember why, but it did make me aware of the fact I had not found a single blink root yet. Not a single flaming one.
Not a single blink root?
I haven't seen one. The second I get in.
The minute you go underground.
He's here! Get him!
Get it out! Fabsel sending his attack squad at you.
I don't know why that killed me, but it did.
There's one blooming right. There's one blooming to the right of you.
Oh, bloody hell, that's hard to see.
Oh, God. I mean, Blinkroot does glow slightly, but
that's so faint. Good eye, good eye. Given the fact I couldn't even see that one, I guess maybe I'm just a little bit blind. How on earth did they see it on stream, but I couldn't see it in front of my face? Then again, looking at it, it might be the orientation of my monitor, because if I sit down, I can't actually see it. When I stand up, all of a sudden I can see it glowing away. Right, so it turns out the reason I wanted Blink Root so I can make Splunker Potions, I wanted Splunker Potions so I can get Heart Crystals, and it turns out I didn't even need to bother because I got 5 Heart Crystals while I was down here just looking for the Blink Root! Another Heart Crystal. Another one. Another one. Oh, but just look at the Blink Roots there!
There's another Heart Crystal!
Still, it means I got some seeds, I guess, and some Blink Root for when I need other things, but... oh, I could have been doing something else. What else could I have been doing, you ask? Simple, locating the Shimmer biome, because I want to take the Heart Crystal, Mana Crystal, and a piece of fruit, so I can do a little bit of transmutation. However, finding the Shimmer was a nightmare. I have a general idea of where the Shimmer will be, but you still gotta find it, so we're digging up, down, until we finally locate the thing. And of course, during that time, there's plenty of opportunities for fairies to show you things you've already seen. I am a moth and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole, I'm digging a hole. I am a moth. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
Oh,
don't you even think about it. Don't you I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe that.
I knew the moment I saw the fairy.
And with a bunch more digging, we end up digging up into the Shimmer. At least we found the damn thing. Now I can do my transmutations. No, I ate the fucking peach! I brought that all the way here to turn it into the thing and I ate it! I came all this way just to find the Shimmer, specifically for that fruit, and I ate it! Oh, whatever, I've got work to do. I buy a bunch of planter boxes from the Dryad, bonk the Eye of Cthulhu to death, bonks you to death, and then disappear down into hell to prepare the bridge. This is the part of the game that I think everyone can agree on as the most boring bloody part of Terraria. Preparing the Wall of Flesh's arena. I spend the next, I kid you not, 2 hours building a bridge, blowing everything up, mining all the hellstone away, and just getting everything ready to fight that wall. Wait, that's a demon scythe! Are you kidding me? Oh, it's just... What?
Did you get another
Another one?! But with the completion of this damn arena, I go back up to the surface to make a few final touches preparing for hard mode so I don't have to do it then. First step is pylons. We get a house built for the desert NPCs, we get a house built for the jungle NPCs, we get a house built for the ocean NPCs, and we get a house built for the tundra NPCs. And with a spot of luck, it's currently a blizzard, so I stick around and wait for Deerclops. Finally get to beat the living crap out of the thing once I realised how you fight it, and didn't get Lucy. The only reason I wanted to fight Deerclops was to get Lucy, and I didn't get it. Thanks. Next I build an underground farm. This is going to be designed for soul gathering. Also, there is going to be dart traps on either side. This is designed to wake up any of the mini-mimics, because the last thing I want to do is to be on the receiving end of their jaws. I then add some additional layers to my arena and put some heart lanterns in. I then build something I'm never going to use. Why am I showing you it then? Simple, so I'm not asked what that thing is if you ever see my map later on. Next, I want to get my hands on the Terraspark boots, so for that I head over to the ocean, fish. First thing I fish up is a crate, and the first thing in the crate is water walking boots. Beautiful! Next part I need is the lava charm, and I think I used all of my luck up on getting that one chest, since I could not find a single flippin' lava charm in the 40 goddamn minutes I was searching this jungle. At least I found one in the end. Hiding at the edge of the bloody jungle. And with all that, that means finally I've got the Terraspark boots at long last. And with all that complete, it means I can finally fight the Wall of Flesh. It's time! At long last! It's here! I go into this fight petrified. So much work has been done. Hours, days has been spent on getting this already. It all comes down to this very moment. If I lose to Wall of Flesh, it's all the way back to the beginning again. But if I win, we get into hard mode. And that means I can keep on suffering with this nonsense.
Yeah, if you lose this,
Whoa.
you should just quit. Just retire.
Whoa!
Die.
Getting fast. Getting fast.
Oh, he gets really fast, so I didn't think he could catch up to you.
Oh, now that...
Nice!
That was close. The Wall of Flesh has been defeated! And with hard mode beginning, even my computer sounds terrifying since its fans kicked into high gear the second hard mode began. How do I go from being defeated by some early game slimes within 30 minutes of each other to then beating the Wall of Flesh? How does that work? These are questions I don't think anybody's going to be able to answer. Anyway, hard mode has begun, which means a bunch of new doors have been opened to me. The first and likely most important door is the Pwn Hammer. Although I've been calling it the Pawn Hammer this whole time. Whoops. Because with this hammer, that's the first thing we're going to be doing. Heading straight to the Crimson and smashing as many altars as I possibly can, and avoiding the horde of wraiths that come after me. Here they come. And peace out. Since the idea of doing anything without it terrifies me, 200... Whoa! 200 damage from... I'm hiding in my farm for a while until I get my hands on a cross necklace. I swear I spent the majority of my hard mode time in here farming for souls and mimics. At least it didn't take long to get the cross necklace. I also got the Philosopher's Stone while I was here, so that's a bonus. I also got the Titan Glove later on while I was doing some ore mining.
Lucky you.
Ooh. Speaking of ore mining, it's time for the first boring part of early hard mode. We first mine tier 1 ores, turn it into bars, make a pickaxe, go mine tier 2 ores, turn it into bars, make an anvil, make a pickaxe, go mine tier 3 ores, make a forge, turn it into bars, make a pickaxe, make the armor, and then finally get to carry on with hard mode. Do many even bother with the first 2 tiers of bars? No, yeah, I also found gelatin crystal while I was down here before anyone asked where I got it. I was also going to start enjoying my progression, but no, Skeletron Prime decided he was going to come say, "Oh, hello!" So instead I went down and hid in my farm. Since you're so deep underground, bosses don't spawn. Oh well, I'm stuck down here doing nothing. Might as well join in with the nonsense going on in the chat.
Yeah, Terminator.
Terminator.
I don't know.
Get to the chopper. But I wonder if Arnold Schwarzenegger sometimes hates that.
Probably.
Someone goes up to him, oh my god, you're Arnold Schwarzenegger! Delay! Boy, if you don't get down here in the next 3 seconds, I'm gonna give you 5 across the ass!
Oh my god, that reminds me of when Game Grumps were playing Dennis the Menace, I think.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm referring to.
Awesome. Really? I got the reference.
Dennis! I'm gonna give you 5 across the ass!
My name is Mr. Wilson. I'm here to say I'm gonna smack your ass in a major way. What are you doing in the basement? Get out of here!
Get out of here!
Oh, wow.
Oh, goody goody gumdrops, it's daytime. Now, unlike pre-hard mode, I actually have a plan of attack. First thing was the cross necklace and anything else that followed to give me a bit of an upper hand. Secondly was getting my armor upgraded. Thirdly, I want to get my hands on a black spot, because being able to fly around unlimitedly is just too good to pass up. So that's exactly what I did. I go over to the ocean and start farming my little mothy heart out, and no matter how many things I killed, not a single thing dropped the pirate map. I keep on farming and farming and farming, and still not a single thing drops the pirate map. So instead I'm stuck waiting for the pirate invasion to arrive by itself, just like I was doing with the goblin army, except the goblin army actually had the decency to drop materials to actually summon it. And then after sleeping and sleeping and sleeping for days, I had stopped recording because there was no point in me recording sleeping because I was running out of storage space. And then I forgot to turn the bloody recording back on, and guess what? Pirate invasion! And because I hadn't been recording anything, the only footage I've got is me beating up the bloody ship. But at least I was compensated for waiting all this time because the pirate ship was actually good enough to drop the black spot, so yay! On to the fourth thing. After blowing up some crimson blocks, I start filling up the farm with them to convert this place into an evil biome, and then we can start getting some souls of night. Those souls of night are going to be converted into keys, and those keys are going to be turned into mimics, and those mimics are going to hopefully drop me some flesh knuckles. Luckily, it only took 3 of them. Huzzah! And since I've now comfortably got enough souls of night to carry me through hard mode... Whoa!
Oh, you almost died?
Yeah, you're telling me! I reconvert this place into a Souls of Light generator. Those Souls of Light are going to be converted into keys, which are going to be used to summon hallowed mimics so I can get my hands on the flying knife. Yeah, I know. You can laugh at me in the comments all you want. I didn't realize how bad this thing was. The worst part is it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! That's 150 souls of light to get a bloody knife that I never even used! It's bloody dreadful! It couldn't even do a thing to this mimic! Whatever, on to the next thing. I proceed to build a little box in my above ground farm. This is designed to keep me safe from anything that can't get through tiles, but it also allows me to fight the things that can get through tiles. The next step is to get my hands on some wings. Since it's angel wings I'm after, I hang around on this sky island and kill a bunch of harpies. And any wyverns that spawn in, I bait down here to my little arena. I never realised how easy it was to beat a wyvern with true melee. After acquiring my wings, I head over to the Goblin Tinkerer, because it's about time I modified the hard mode stuff. And with nighttime on the horizon and not a single mech boss in sight, I sleep through the night to the morning, and get greeted first thing in the morning with the Goblin Army, which is exactly what I was waiting for. Since in hard mode, the Goblin Army gains an additional goblin, the Warlock, and this thing can drop a Shadow Knife, which is exactly the next melee weapon I need to get my hands on for its range. The first Warlock dropped the Shadow Bow, but luckily the second one dropped the knife I was after. With this I can finally progress even more in hard mode. Well, I say finally, but yeah, everything's been flowing perfectly. I've gotten everything I've needed in hard mode with relatively little wait time. It feels like a bad omen. Is something terrible on the way? Ah well, there's no point in thinking about that now. I go over and build a miniature hallowed biome so I can summon Queen Slime. I then do a bit more deforestation so I can make my arena a little bit bigger. Yeah, just a little bit. Not, you know, nothing overkill, I swear. Follow that up with a bit of underground farming to grab some ichor in the Crimson and we're ready for Queen Slime. Queen Slime herself doesn't have a major use to me. The armor is nice, but it lacks defense. And when the enemies deal this much damage to you, I need to be able to take hits, so that's out. You may think the hooker Discord would be useful, but I am not used to utilising that thing, and I'm not about to start learning during hardcore. So all I'm really after is the Queen Slime mount, just because. And how many Queen Slimes did it take just to get the mount? 1 Queen Slime, 2 Queen Slime, 3 Queen Slime, I could have just used the slime mount I had already. Why did I bother with this? With daytime over and nighttime approaching, I prepare for the next boss. The Twins! Since the Twins are my preferred mechs, and they're the easiest ones of the 3, well, I guess it's a no-brainer to fight them first. Plus, the Twins drop the Souls of Sight, which can be used to craft the Fairy Bell, which is completely useless to me, but Sprocket's light is the same brightness as that light pet, meaning I can finally turn his light on. Yes, that's right. For those of you unaware, Sprocket's light can be toggled on or off. This was designed for playthrough reasons, so I wasn't using a bright light in early game. Anyways, back to the boss fight. First one down is Spasmatism. And then, shortly after, Retinaser follows suit. This thing is absolutely useless when it's by itself. There we go. That's Ret down. Ret and Spaz. That's the Twins down and out. Goodness me. Since it's far too late to summon the next mech boss, I go to sleep for the day. And now, with nighttime upon us, it's Prime's time to shine with its divine design, which I'm so inclined to decline with fine rhyme of how the chime times applies to its demise. That was terrible. I do apologise. So after the flawless victory of Cataclysmic Skeletron Rap Battle, it's back to bed again, where I reside for the remainder of the night, the entirety of the day, and into the next evening, because it's time to fight the final mech. The Destroyer. The one that actually had a chance to kill me. The fight with the Destroyer isn't with the fight of Destroyer. You're fighting the probes. That's the only thing in this battle you're really fighting. Because they're everywhere. You deal a tiny bit of damage to Destroyer, and in return you get 50 probes. They're circling all around you. You can't move anywhere. You're either touching them or being hurt, being shot in the face. They're a nightmare to deal with. I even had to recall home at one point since it got so overwhelming I had to get out of there so I could get my bearings again because there were just so many probes. But then again, the probes have a very useful utility. They drop hearts. And since there's a lot of them, they drop a lot of hearts. So the chance of dying is fairly slim. But after a grueling 5 minutes, Prime goes down, the jungle grows restless, and I can progress to the next stage of hard mode. After I've assessed the damage left behind by Destroyer, oh no, the zoologist is dead, the merchant's dead, the orphans, they're all dead. What kind of man would do this? Skateboard. And I got the Ivy. I remember in the Infernum playthrough I got this, and the comments kind of went ballistic. Like, that's such a rare drop!
Oh, that!
Like, I scrapped it. It's like, oh, it's just an instrument. I don't care for it, and scrapped it. It's like, what did you do?
Dang. It will always drop from the steampunker, but only when her name is Whitney.
Oh, so that is a rare drop then.
Oh. That is a very rare drop. Damn.
And crafted the next tier of gear. Firstly, I acquire the Hallowed Armor, since the ability to dodge an attack is just too good to pass up. And of course, we can't forget the upgrade to the Night Edge. Oh, I just realized.
Goldfish Warrior.
Wait, where is it? Oh, that's the wrong chest. This is the right chest. Does the true knight... There it is!
There, ran over the Easter bunny.
Excuse me? No! Easter's over! Easter's cancelled because your mum
killed the fucking bunny.
Killed the Easter bunny.
My mom.
What have What have you done?
She just gave me some chocolate.
I robbed the Easter bunny after brutally hitting him with my car.
Or in my case, Kobold Army.
Kobold Army?
Actually, it's Kobold Tribe, but...
You have mined us for the last time, human. For I, Cobalt, Mithril, Titanium, Adamantite, Auriacum, and whatever the other one is, I forgot, Palladium, have come to murder you. Ores unite!
Also, has anyone noticed how quickly hard mode goes? Pre-hard mode takes forever to make any progression, but in hard mode, you start, you break altars, you mine some stuff, you go and get a Shadow Flame dagger, and then you beat 4 bosses in a span of 3 days! Nothing between it! Hard mode goes so quick! Well, then again, it's not over, I suppose. I need to prepare for Plantera, and for that I'm going to be utilising the mushroom biome farm I have down underneath me. The plan is to grab the Clentaminator and then turn this all into jungle, so then there's a chance of a bulb spawning, which I'm going to use as my arena for Plantera. But first things first, I need to sleep, because I need her to move from here to a different location, because the Clentaminator is over 3 platinum! I'm not paying that! So with that, the steampunker has moved and I got my hands on the Clentaminator and a ton of green solution, which I immediately put to work and start converting this place into a jungle biome. The only thing I didn't consider was the fact that tortoises are gonna start spawning.
The amount of times I've been in the jungle and just had my head randomly taken off by a tortoise. It just...
Whoa!
I told you! You'll know when it comes rocketing off the side of the screen.
With some NPCs in here keeping the spawn rate down, I can finally start converting this place to be my Plantera spawner / arena. Oh wait, never mind, solar eclipse! This is a good thing actually, because there's something I need from the solar eclipse. Okay, many things I need from the solar eclipse, but primarily I need the Death Sickle, which luckily for me wasn't actually that hard to get. And by the time that solar eclipse had ended, I had a bat wing, a Neptune shell, a moonstone, and 3 Death Sickles. I don't believe I have ever had that much good luck with getting stuff during one eclipse. Wait. Death Sickle. Death Sickle. Put a T at the beginning, it sounds like something completely different. Death Sickle. Death Sickle.
God.
Listen, you can hear it too, right? It's not just me.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Death Sickle. Death Sickle.
Testicle.
And now you can't unhear it. I am not sorry.
Nope. Never unhearing it.
Also, has anyone been missing the Falling Star segment? Don't worry, I've got 2 for you. Oh, bloody hell! Star just did 1,100 damage to a firefly!
Damn!
Of all the things it could have hit, it goes for a firefly. Mystic Frog?
If you purification powder that, it gives you a slime.
Oh. You, purification powder, now. Don't you! Why, what?!
Damn!
What the hell?!
Wow!
Also, yes, I'm in the jungle now, because it's time to get my chlorophyte. And lots of it as well, since 5 ore makes 1 bar, and I need 54 bars just to make the turtle armor, plus an extra 12 bars just to make the flipping pickaxe, and then another 24 bars to make the true Excalibur. And of course, while I'm down here, I'm going to be killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or 4 birds in this case. Because while I'm getting the chlorophyte, I'm also searching for life fruit. While I'm searching for life fruit, I'm also beating up a bunch of tortoises to get the tortoise shells. And while doing that, I'm hoping to find Golem's temple. I also killed off a couple of queen bees that were stupid enough to go after me. I hope you're aware that those 25 seconds where I told you what I did in the jungle took me over 2 hours to actually do. And because I had spent so long in the jungle, I headed over to my farm to see how growth had gone, and lo and behold, there's a Plantera bulb waiting for me. To which I waste no time demolishing the ceiling to make enough room to fight this thing, and almost have a heart attack. Oh no. That was close. That dynamite basically fell in slow motion as I watched my life flash before my eyes. What the? This is an interesting spawn point for you. With the final bit of deconstruction complete, it's finally time to hope that this place is big enough for Plantera. And with Plantera summoned, it's time to circle like my life depends on it. Like it does depend on it! And you may be wondering about the spiky balls, but have no fear, I've already thought of that. Because with enough movement in the correct way, they all get stuck inside the volcano. Meaning I am free to fight Plantera, virtually free of its balls. And with the transition of Phase 1 to Phase 2, it's time to transition away from circles and into domes. Well, it's basically still a circle, just half of one, but I digress. And it was at this point of the game that I realised that the Shield of Cthulhu may be more of a hindrance than a help, since during this fight I kept bonking off of things and then being hurt by other things. You'd think I would have paid attention to this possible warning from the game, but I'm sure it'll be fine. See, Plantera's dead and I'm alive, so everything's fine. I place down my well-earned relic, open the bag, grab the key, and it's time for Golem. At least that's what I would say, but not quite yet. I'm heading over to the temple only because I want to get my hands on a tablet so I can summon the solar eclipse myself. For I wish to acquire a broken hero sword so I can craft myself the Terrorblade. And since I got a rough idea of where Golem is, I'm just going to blow my way down to him. It's more fun than digging. And with my arrival, I am made blissfully aware that 1.4.4 made it so you can't break the traps, nor can you see the wire until post-Golem. However, Danger Sense potions can still see the traps and the pressure plates, so I'll be bearing that in mind for later. But since getting to Golem isn't in my immediate objective, I slowly move through the early rooms and deactivate as many pressure plates as I come across, during which I look through every chest I can until I finally get my hands on a tablet. After the power stored within the tablet is released, the solar eclipse is upon us. And after a short wait, one of my family members turns up to challenge me. However, they didn't exactly show themselves as being much of a threat because they're dead. And with that, I have a broken hero sword, which means I now have the Terrorblade. I then proceed to waste every single speck of cash I had left to modify it, only to end up with Murderous. It'll have to do. Is what I would have said if I gave up easily. However, no. I beat a couple of mechs up, grab as much of their money as possible, and then reforge. And on the last possible chance I could have modified it, Legendary was bestowed upon my Terrorblade. Got him. Which means I now am ready to go and fight Golem. And this time actually having a Danger Sense potion, it makes it a lot easier to see what you're doing when you're going through here. With the final chamber discovered, I destroy all remaining pressure plates in here, build a little platform area, light it up, campfire it up, and prepare for a possible bit of pain. Golem is summoned in. I prepare myself for a fight. I get into it, and then hear this. And get thrown completely off my game.
Chad might die to go.
Thanks. That one little line somehow completely threw off all focus and I was being beaten apart. You said that, you've made me panic now.
What?
But after regaining my composure, we got into Phase 2, and that's when the fight becomes really easy. It's weird how Phase 1 is the more difficult part of Golem, but yet Phase 2, piss easy. And after a couple more hits with a Terrorblade, Golem was destroyed, and even more stroke of luck, the first treasure bag, it had the Pixar in it. There you go, and you had O ye of so little faith. That wasn't too bad.
You know we were memeing, right?
Yeah, I was saying surely Kata would never.
You still made me panic. He's like, you're gonna die here, and all of a sudden my heart went out of rhythm. No, I got hit by a fireball, I got hit by a fireball, I got hit by a fireball, I got hit by a fireball. It's like, fuck!
You've blown my only piece of concentration I had left holding. Oh, instantly with the Pixar!
That's good.
You can take the altar out though now.
Good point, good point, good point, good point, Astro. Good boy, good boy, good boy, good brain, good boy, good
you
brain.
You asked him a good boy.
I'm trying to say good brain.
I was gonna say, why are you calling him a good boy?
There was one person here who can do that, and you're not one of them.
I didn't mean to. And since the first thing I got was the Pixar, I grabbed the altar and skedaddled back home to put it in my arena because I'm gonna fight this thing a few more times because I need beetle shells. And it's a lot easier fighting it out there than it is in here. And upon that one's defeat, I now have enough beetle husk to acquire my beetle armor. However, the choice was beetle shell or beetle scale mail. Well, the obvious one would be shell, but my brain said no, scale mail. Remember this because it'll be very important for later. Then to use the remaining husk to make some wings, and then, oh whoop-de-doo, I'm out of cells of flight. So of course I shoot off into space to go and find some wyverns, and on the way back down get greeted with the most beautiful sound that can be imagined. Isn't it glorious? One more time. I could just listen to that all day long. With my new beetle wings in hand, I shoot off to the Tinkerer to get them turned into violent ones, because violent was the first thing that came up. And after fairly little preparation, I was too overexcited and went straight for the lunatic cultist. Now, this is the part where you're probably thinking nothing could go wrong. But it kinda does. You see, I kept failing to correctly identify the clone, so kept getting phantasm dragons.
This is the third time you've done this. What the hell?
Wasn't that one?
I'm trying to make it more difficult for myself. That's it.
Sure.
He
also proved that he is an idiot that can't fight cultists because he failed to guess the right cultist 4 times.
I did it on purpose for difficulty boosts.
Yeah, right, bad excuse.
Yeah, sure.
After the mass amount of potential bullying that was going on in the VC towards me, the lunatic cultist was defeated. And upon the lunatic cultist defeat, that means the celestial pillars have now made an appearance. So the first one I go for is of course the solar pillar. And it is at this point that the game kindly reminds me that it was a bad idea to go for this version of the beetle armor.
For the 7th time.
Oh.
Crawl to me.
Oh, good.
Nope. Nope.
He got hit once, chat.
Once, and look at that. After a hit like that, doing that much damage, I went right into the jungle to get another tortoise shell so I could make another piece of turtle armor so I could make the correct piece of beetle armor that I probably should have done from the beginning. After making the correct piece of armor, I noticed that I have enough stuff to craft the celestial shell. There's just one thing I'm missing, and that's the sunstone from Golem. So I use the remaining power cells to defeat 4 more of them, and none of them drop it, so I give up. I then return back to the solar pillar, and do a bit of back-forthing action. Go towards it, summon some enemies, back off so no more spawn, kill them off, and then just go forward again. Keep doing this, rinse and repeat until the pillar's shield wears off. With the pillar's shield down, I head towards it, and oh my. And after successfully beating it off, I now got solar fragments. Fantastic! I retreat back home. I make the Daybreaker and the Eruption. I finally have some proper weapons to take care of the pillars, and we're so close to Moonlord. I'm both excited and terrified. The Moonlord's probably getting pissed off at this point, tapping his non-existent foot. So before heading to the next pillar, I re-modify both of these to godly, so they at least have a bit more punching power. Time to finish off those last 3 pillars. First one we're going for is Vortex. And it just so happens that the little house I built for the NPCs was in the perfect location to just not be attacked by, well, most of these things. The flying ones kind of tried, but they didn't really get close enough. However, later on, when the big flying ones started coming by, that's when things had problems. But after beating up enough of them, the shield was finally released, and we went straight over to the— oh my!
Well, hello there!
That's 2 pillars down, 2 more to go! Next up is the Nebula pillar. For this one I utilised the same tactic I used with the solar one. Just go back and forth until you finally release that shield. With the shield down, we make a mad dash for the pillar, and oh my! And before going for the 4th pillar, I stop and start taking note of everything I do and do not have. Modifiers. Do I have everything I want correctly done? No. Farm some of the bosses, and then get as much money as possible ready for reforging. Do I have all the potions I want? No. Well, go and get the materials and make some potions. And with that list of things completed, it's time to defeat the last pillar. And for this one, I save the easiest one till last, the Stardust pillar. With the Stardust pillar, you can fight these enemies over and over and over again, and it'll count to shield destruction. And with the shield down, we head straight over to it, and oh my. There we go, the 4th and final pillar. Moonlord is on the way, and we only have a minute to get prepared. I perch atop my platform arena one final time, and just reminisce about everything that had happened up to this point. Until it all came crumbling down when Moonlord spawned in, and I realized this could either be a make it or break it, and I wasn't gonna go down without a fight. So I gave this thing everything I had. I aimed my primary fire onto the head eye. I need to get rid of this thing as quickly as possible to avoid a possible hit from that death ray. And after focusing enough damage on it, the eye was taken down, and I moved on to the hands. With one hand taken care of, it went straight for the next hand, and with that hand taken care of, the core opens. I start bombarding that core with as many Daybreakers as I can successfully land at a range that I can't even see it. And then at this point it was made painfully aware that the Shield of Cthulhu was a terrible accessory to carry with me. The Tongue of Moonlord can deal a bonk. Stop bonking things that don't exist! And when I bonk it from a dash, I am left in the air and susceptible to every single hit. I got hit by laser after laser after laser, and then it happened.
Oh,
fuck!
Oh no, did he die?
Holy fuck.
Yeah, he died to the eye death ray.
Holy shit.
Bonks.
Oh my, I knew it!
Oh
my god.
Bonks.
Yeah.
In all fairness,
The eye
that
death
was a
ray because it
really
was going
good
too far.
Third attempt ever.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a really
That
good
was
run.
Yeah.
Moonlord almost
That was super good.
on your third fucking attempt.
God damn.
Yeah. It's terrible.
No, that
man.
the bonking really did something bad.
It did.
It actually ruined the run.
You are historically the bonk guy. This is a really funny ending for a video. Like, this is a really good ending to try and build a video up to.
It's throwing for content. Oh my god.
You can just say that.
You can say you threw for content.
You can just say you threw. No, that's still impressive. Like, fucking almost beating Moonlord third attempt on Master Mode. That's impressive.
Yeah,
It really
very
is.
impressive. Like,
It's very impressive.
credit
yeah.
where credit is
Not
due.
bad. All it took was not dying to slimes in, like, the first hour. Because that is definitely
Absolutely.
one of the most threatening parts.
Like, as I've said, credit where credit is absolutely
I don't think he's at the computer, though.
Kat, are you actually there? He is.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He's
thought
just
he
in
walked
despair.
halfway there.
I don't quite think it can be put into words of how painful that was. It was 8,000 health away from dying. A couple more hits is all it would have needed, and it's all gone. The pain of seeing all of this come to an end after doing so much work hurt so much that I basically shut down as a person and then just went to bed. It was too much for me to handle. But it didn't stay that way, because the next day I came back with such a burning fire in my heart. We immediately restarted again, but that will have to wait for the next video. I thank you all so much for sticking around for this if you made it to the end, and I really hope you enjoyed the stupid amount of editing that went into this. Did it really need that? No, but you know what? I enjoyed it, so I hope you did too. Anyways, I am Cataclysmic Armageddon, and I shall see you all in the next one. See you all later. Many thank yous to Ing, Nebula, and Trash for your high-tier Patreon pledges. Your financial support is greatly appreciated, and I thank you for it. Yes, I do normally do that more serious, but I sound too much like a dick while doing it.